Have you ever gone to the market to buy foodstuffs and you start cooking soup? And before you know, someone will come to carry your pot of soup. On the fire, on the stove, someone will just come and carry the pot of soup. The soup you are even waiting to be done so that you will eat. But other people who are more hungrier than you will just come and carry the pot of stuff. That is the situation we have met in Nigeria. Such incident has been reported in so many campuses. Such incident has been reported in schools, and it is still going on. What are you going to do? Well, in this video, I just want to talk about the issues I have with the Nigerian Labour Congress. By now, I was thinking about the importance of the Nigerian Labour Congress, why they should protect the labor. Because people who are working in Nigeria, they are really suffering. And I don't think the labor has what it takes to help them, because I am seeing this Nigerian Labour Congress led by Comrade Joe Ajero as corrupt and insensitive to the cries of the masses. Well, when Adams Oshiomhole was the president or the chairman of the Nigerian Labour Congress, the man really fought hard. He tried, and that was the basis at which people now nominated him to vie for the office of the governor in Edo State under the AC. So I'm saying that Comrade Joe Ajero is not trying. Look at, if the salary of people who are working, people are receiving 30,000 naira, 40,000, 50,000 naira, and they cannot use that money to transport to work, there is a problem. There is a problem in the sense that they are just working. At the end of the month, their salary will not stay in their account. In fact, before the end of the month, they have even borrowed the money that they have spent throughout the month. They will eat, and these people have children. Now, there are so many implications about this. Number one, people will not take their work so serious, because if you take your work so serious now, it means that you are going to suffer till eternity, because the revenue, the salary from your work will not be enough for you to feed or to transport or to train your children at school. So what that implies is that people are not going to take their job serious, because they are going to look for other places they will earn living. Automatically, that will affect Nigeria, and it has been affecting Nigeria. So these are the things that the Nigerian Labour Congress have to sit down and begin to think. Because in a situation where people are working and they don't have passion, they don't have, they are not even putting their best in that work, because that work doesn't deserve it. The salary from that work don't deserve it. And you want them to teach your children well? Never, they won't. Some of them will miss school for them to go and cater for what they are going to eat, because that is their priority. Since the government won't be able to pay them, the salary that will be enough for them to survive, they will go and look for the alternative source. It could be farming. I know some teachers that they newly recruited now, they are doing Okada after lecture. Those ones cannot go home and prepare for what students are going to learn the following day. It can't happen. And at the end, they are going to produce set of people that will not be responsible to the society. So everything is just going on the circle, and at the end it will still come against us. So I expected the Nigerian Labour Congress to go to indefinite strike. Let them negotiate about the minimum wage. If I don't even know the minimum wage now, is it 30,000 naira? So they should understand the value of 30,000 naira now. If it is 30,000, the minimum wage is supposed to be like 300,000, because in 2011, even when minimum wage that time, long time ago, minimum wage was 7,000, and that 7,000 naira then was even equivalent to like $100. Okay, let them put the minimum wage $100, which is about 150,000. I know things will still be difficult with 150,000, to people, but at least they should do something. Because as I'm saying, look at the policemen. How do you think that these people will take security serious? So they should go there and die for you when the salary they are receiving every month is not enough to pay their bills. Their children are there waiting at home. They are carrying gun, facing the kidnappers, entering bush. You call them, you will say they did not respond. If you are in their position, would you? There is condition, or there are conditions that you can never answer call of insecurity challenges when you know that government are not, taking responsibilities of what they ought to do. Now, I spoke with some police that was last 2 weeks. One of them, they were telling me that not that Nigerian police or military don't have the ability to combat terrorism. One was telling me that if I die today now, government will not take care of my family. And that is true. So there are so many things, there are reasons why neighbors should go to strike. So politicians who are doing all these things, they are not suffering from what they are doing. Politicians who are making sure that, workers are suffering. A teacher will teach governor, we teach a president, we teach a doctor, we teach an engineer, we teach everybody, everything teachable. A teacher will produce them. How much are they earning? How much are they earning? A professor that has labored almost 30 years, 20 years of his life in teaching people. I'm not talking about the time he used to go to school. How much is he earning? Now, some professors are earning 280, 300, 400,000. 400,000 today is less than $250. That is what a professor is earning. But the aid to presidents, how much are they earning? The aides to senators, how much are they earning? So things are not balanced. There is a problem. So when we are talking about insecurity, there are so many angles that one should look up to. So if what they are going to do is to increase the minimum wage, if they want to devalue naira, because already there is inflation. People can't buy food in the market. Things has already gone up. In other words, they should devalue the naira so that people will be able to access the naira. Imagine if they are paying teachers 300,000 now. Let things be a little bit expensive. They will be able to afford it and eat. So in a situation, they are unable to afford their daily food. It is a big problem because even this rate of kidnapping, people would think that it's just another agenda totally. Hunger is part of it. I learned from Vanguard newspaper that the kidnappers that abducted pupils in Ekiti State, abducted teachers, they demanded fried rice and chicken. I've never heard anything like a kidnapper or kidnappers, group of people abducted people and they started demanding food. It's an indication that the country is hungry. Now, in Kano the other day, people were protesting. In Niger State, people were protesting. The governor came out and said, okay, in Niger State, at least my people are farming. But what we are going to do now is this. We are not going to sell food out of the state. So the food we produce in the state will be consumed in the state. Now, people are beginning to see the reason why we were calling for regional government, giving powers to state to secure themselves, control their resources and feed their people. There is no palliative that the government will bring out that will help the people. The Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Betedu, are you hearing her case again? They have covered it. The people that are suffering are suffering. That is Nigeria for you. Nobody is talking about Betedu, and the people that are suffering are already suffering. So there is no amount of what is it called, palliative that will be able to ameliorate the suffering of the poor masses. It can't. It can't. So there is nothing this government is going to do to help the matter. Because when you have a captain or a driver driving a bus that doesn't have a driving license or ill-equipped, there is no doubt that there will be consequences. Right from 2015 when Buhari assumed office till today, Nigerians, so many Nigerians have realized, but some Nigerians are yet to realize that there is a structural problem with this APC government. And, they are so deaf. They don't hear advice. They don't listen. If you talk now on social media, they will say that they want to regulate social media because people, are misusing social media, that there is a madness in social media because the truth is hurting them. Yes, absolutely. The truth is hurting them. So that is what I'm trying to tell the neighbor, that it is time for you people to go to strike. Or is it because maybe the suffering is not affecting you people? Or are they bribing you at zero? Is Tinubu bribing you? Because some time ago, you people went to strike. You went to strike 2 days, you called off strike. 1 week, you called off strike. And the result, the reason why you went to strike, the problem is still on ground. What is the essence of calling off strike? You went to strike, good. Then why did you call off the strike? When the reason why you embarked on that strike is still on. The problem have not been solved and you went on strike. So it is a big issue that I think the neighbors should come and intervene. Because what I'm seeing now, what I'm just seeing in Nigeria, there is a very, very dangerous revolution that is coming. People are fed up. Because when people will think twice and say, if I remain like this, I'm going to die. So let us go and protest. Let anything that is going to happen, let it happen. Because a hungry man don't care. They don't care about anything that is going to happen. There is a place you will push someone to, the person will turn back and begin to push you. I think that is the state of anarchy that Nigerians have found themselves. Let me know what you think about this. Whether is Labour not supposed to embark strike now, or them keeping quiet, not even issuing a statement. Is it justifiable? Let me know what you think on the comment section.